Hello everyone, welcome to the video series of Medix Rise. Today we are going to talk about the ENT topic, that is atrophic rhinitis. So without much delay, let's begin. This is also known as angina and it is a chronic inflammation of the nose. Now here, atrophy is seen in nasal mucosa and the other one is the bony turbinates. Now we are going to talk about the types of atrophic rhinitis. The first one is the primary and the another one is the secondary. Now secondary one can be due to some secondary infections or diseases. That can be syphilis, it can be leprosy, lupus, tuberculosis, etc. Now primary one, it is more important and we are going to talk about the primary rhinitis. So first we are going to talk about the etiology of the primary atrophic rhinitis. This you can learn by the mnemonic hernia, where H stands for hereditary factors and E is for endocrinal disturbances. That is most commonly because of the decreased amount of the estrogen which is seen in menopause condition. So this is more common in menopause. Now R is for racial factors. This is more common in white and yellow people. N is for nutritional deficiencies. It is associated with vitamin D deficiencies. I is for infection and E is for autoimmune. In infection, it is most commonly associated with Klebsiella usini. This is also known as Pers bacillus. And you should remember this because it is important. Now we are going to talk about the pathology of the condition. In this condition, ciliated columnar epithelium is lost and it is replaced by stratified squamous type. In this condition, there is also atrophy of seromucinous glands of mucosa is also seen, and there is resorption of the bones of the turbinates that leads to the widening of the chambers. Now we are going to talk about some clinical features of the condition. Now this condition, this is more common in females, that too in young females. So the first clinical feature associated is, even after having roomy nasal chamber, there is nasal obstruction, which is because of crust formation. Now what is crust? The crust is dried mucosa, as you can see in the given picture. Now the second clinical feature is foul smell from the nose, but the patient himself is not aware of this condition. So this is also known as merciful anosmia. You should remember this, it is important. And the other clinical feature is epistaxis, which is particularly seen after the removal of crust. Now, next thing we are going to talk about the examination. So on examination, in nasal cavity, we can see the black and green colored crust and also roomy nasal chambers. That is because of the atrophy of the turbinates. Now the other thing which we can see is septal perforation and dermatitis of vestibule. Atrophic pharyngitis and atrophic laryngitis can also be seen along with atrophic rhinitis. So the next thing we are going to discuss about the treatment. So the treatment can be medical treatment or it can be surgical management. So in medical management, this is the mainstay of the treatment, and the first thing which we do is nasal irrigation and removal of crust. This is the primary treatment for the patient and it can be done by nasal douching, in which alkaline nasal douching powder is used. So in alkaline nasal douching powder, there are three things: sodium bicarbonate, sodium bibarate and sodium chloride, which is in the ratio of 1:1:2. So the other thing which we can do is the topical nasal drops, which are known as quercetin anti-angina drops, and this consists of vitamin D2, estradiol and chloramphenicol. The other thing which we can do is 25% glucose in glycerin nasal drops. So here 25% glucose is bactericidal and glycerin acts as hydroscopic agent. So the next we are going to discuss about the surgical management. So there are two operations. The first one is the modified Young's operation. Here partial closure of nostrils is done that leads to the decreased formation of the crust, and the other we have is the Lawtence laser operation. In this, what we do is medialization of the lateral wall of the nose, which resolves the problem of the roomy nasal chamber, as you can see in the picture. So thank you guys. Thank you for watching the video. Happy learning. Good day. Bye.